The news for South Mississippi continues. The 4 o'clock show with David Elliott, Karen Abernathy, and Chief Meteorologist Mike Reeder.
Thanks so much for staying with us here on The Big Show. She is an award-winning author who dedicated her life to the military, among other things. M.H.A. Menondji joined the Navy, and her experience inspired her book, Beyond Those Hills, An Officer and a Lady. I like that. As one reader described it, it's about the military, it's a love story, it's about perseverance, one's identity, loyalty, and courage in the midst of adversity. And we're so happy to have M.H.A. Menondji with us here in the studio today. And welcome to the Mississippi Coast. Congratulations. What a fascinating life you've led. I was reading a little bit about your bio, and you were doing research, I believe, on the military or the Navy back in the 80s. You wrote a book on it, and you ended up joining the Navy.
Yes,
I did. Do I have that straight?
Yes, you did, except that my research was over the course of 10 years, and I believe it was from 1995 to about 2005.
Yeah. And you were, again, correct me if I'm wrong, were you 34 years old when you joined the Navy? Did I read that correctly?
Yes,
How come?
Yes,
that seems unusual to me.
It was unusual. It was a decision that I had to consider very, very carefully. It was literally life-changing, and I really had doubts that I could actually keep up with those 20-year-olds that I had to go to boot camp.
But I bet you did.
I managed.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I survived.
You somehow not only survived, but thrived. So tell us a little bit about the new book. What's kind of your inspiration? What I kind of gave it all away in our introduction to you, but just tell us a little bit about it from your perspective.
From my perspective, I guess I've always had an interest in the military. I have no idea where it comes from, but I did. And I was also very interested in the event that took place in the late 1980s, the Iran-Contra scandal.
Sure. Yeah.
And having studied it as a case while I was studying international law, I figured it would be a great backdrop for the story I was trying to tell.
So that is kind of the back. That was under the Reagan administration, of course.
Exactly.
And Oliver North, and a lot of people may remember the players that were involved in the Iran-Contra scandal.
So I did a lot of research on that and decided to use that as a backdrop.
Okay, but it's a backdrop because this is fiction, so it's...
It is a fiction with a lot of real life events.
Oh, see, those are my favorite kind of books.
Historical events.
Well, those are my favorite kind of books.
I'm glad to hear that.
Where the author takes genuine events right from the history book and then uses fictional characters and then builds a story around it. What did you enjoy about writing it?
I guess it was diving into a different culture. Because I was born in Africa, raised in France, and I just recently actually became American. I guess the challenge was to create characters that were authentically Americans, not having grown up here. It was quite an enjoyable experience.
And what are you working on now? Do you have a new book in the works?
I'm trying
or
to
something
finish
in your head,
book number
least?
2, but book number 1 won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
So
is that pretty common in the literary world?
I guess it is. I don't know about other people's. I know a lot of writers who happen to be a lot more prolific than I have. I'm very slow. And I do want to take my time.
Skyrocket, though.
I really hope so. Yeah. It would be nice.
I'm rooting for you.
It would be nice. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much. Now, neither of us know the details. You're here for a book signing, and I think you're giving a presentation of sorts.
Yes, today at 6:30.
So maybe between now and the end of the day, we'll find that out, and we'll be able to have some kind of breaking news or something like that.
I don't know.
Okay. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck to you. We appreciate it.